Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back. So, Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the best games of this console generation. I've played, replayed, explored and wandered for many hours in its magnificent open world, and in this video I would like to go over the new gameplay features I would like to see in the upcoming Horizon Zero Dawn expansion. So, let's get into it. First of all, I would like an expansion on the current machines Aloy can ride within the world. I mean, the current machines are pretty much standard machine versions of horses, except for the Charger of course, who is pretty much a badass, as you guys who are subbed to my channel probably already know. So, the new machines that I would like to be mountable are, number 1, the Sawtooth, who to be honest makes melee attacks look as cool as hell, and riding a Sawtooth into battle getting up close and personal would be truly epic. Now the way Sawtooths move within the game reminds me of our real world big cats, so Guerrilla Games did an absolutely incredible job with the realistic movement animations. The second mountable machine I would like to see is the Ravager, who is similar to the Sawtooth but incredibly armoured and has a mounted turret cannon blaster on its back. Now the reason I want the Ravager as well is because I can see Aloy taking control of the cannon blaster on the Ravager's back while riding it, allowing us to take out enemies in a totally fun and awesome way. I mean, I found myself enjoying taking down machines using the Ravager's cannon blaster in game after knocking it off its back, but this way would only magnify that feeling. And to be sure it wouldn't be overpowered, Guerrilla Games could give it an overheat effect which has a cooldown time, meaning we could revert to up close and personal melee attacks in the meantime, and to be honest, how amazing would we look riding across the lands on such incredible majestic machines. Now I've been hearing a lot of the community wanted to be able to ride a Stormbird, and I admit this would be so cool, but I believe flying on a Stormbird would have us discovering the new world map way too fast. Not to mention, for a game that looks as good as Horizon Zero Dawn, I doubt the console could handle the loading of the world as quick as we go. But what I do believe could be an experience is having a main mission that allowed us to ride a Stormbird just once to help us take down something like a corrupted Tallneck. This is an example of how breaking rules in a main mission within a game can create such fantastic, memorable experiences, allowing people to remember such missions long after completion since they are a unique experience. But as for any other mountable machine within the game, I would prefer Guerrilla Games to save it for the sequel rather than the expansion, unless it's an entirely new machine. Moving on, I want to talk about Aloy's appearance and how I would love to be able to change certain aspects about her, such as different hairstyles and outfit colour schemes. Now being able to change the colour of outfits will allow us the player to have a more personal involvement with how we want our individual alloys to look within the world. So by having a selection of colours for each outfit automatically expands the customizability greatly, while at the same time giving us the player more choice. And this would be even more evident if we get new outfits in the expansion too. As for new hairstyles, I personally think Aloy's hair physics and art looks brilliant in game and can be shown off even further by giving us new and exciting hairstyles. This will allow us to experiment by giving us the option to try something new throughout our playtime, and would also be awesome with the new photo mode, especially with all these new poses we have. For this next one, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to save it for the sequel or have it in the expansion, but here we go. So, I would love a little pet machine that we can send off to help do various little tasks, which we can also customize, giving it new looks and upgrade abilities, and being small enough to sit on Aloy's shoulder. Now what I first had in mind was a tiny Thunderjaw, since it would be hilarious, but I decided a small version of a Watcher would be fitting, and if not a Watcher, then a unique shoulder size machine altogether. And this could add so many new gameplay opportunities into the game and add a little cool dynamic between the two, being Aloy and the shoulder size machine. And on a quick note, upgrading it could be done by being tied to a unique set of side missions. Next up, I would like the ability to have an override pulse that can override machines within a certain area, because sometimes I will see a pack of scrappers and want to override them all to help me take out another machine. Because right now you have to override them one at a time, and by the time you get to Scrapper 2, Scrapper 1 is already fighting Scrapper 3 and Scrapper 4. It's also the same for Glinthawks, and I think this can create fun gameplay opportunities even after completing the expansion. And on a quick note, a corruption bomb would also be appreciated too, but one that has rare resources to make, so it cannot be easily available throughout missions. Moving on, I think it would be nice to have a player home for Aloy. Now I know we had the little hut at the beginning of the game, but as soon as we took control of Aloy, the door slammed shut, leaving us in the winter's cold with no place to call home. But yes, I think a player home would be really cool, which we could decorate with machine parts, giving it our own unique look, and display outfits and weapons within the house. And have a bed where we can go to sleep and wake up at a set time we choose within the world, and maybe also giving us bonus stats for a short while once we wake up. This could also be a good opportunity to give us a loot storage chest where we can put all our resources into, because to be honest, I'm not selling my parts when I know we may need them to craft or buy new items in the upcoming expansion. And I know I just know the Deathbringer lens is going to be valuable for something. Last but not least, I would like more real wildlife within the world, making hunting for gear upgrade resources even more interesting, and to be honest, I found the animals in Horizon Zero Dawn quite charming, with the rabbits, foxes, goose and boars running around the wild. It was also quite funny that they ran away from Aloy like she was El Diablo, but yes, maybe some ducks, mountain lions and giraffes and other various animals would be cool to see within the expansion. So guys, this has been 6 things I believe would be cool to have in the upcoming Horizon Zero Dawn expansion. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, stay tuned for future Horizon Zero Dawn content, and thank you for watching.